Hello, welcome to the Weather Hazard Briefing presented by National Weather Service Pocatello for Saturday, May 6th. Here's what you'll see in this presentation. We have a west coast low. This will be affecting weather through at least Wednesday as it slowly moves eastward. Basically, a piece of that low will be moving through today and tomorrow, and that will produce rain and high elevation snow. And we expect the low to actually approach close enough on Monday where it will continue to bring rain and high elevation snow. And so basically every period through Wednesday evening every 24-hour period does have some sort of rain and snowfall during that time frame. The longest break would be, we expect the rain and snow to end early on Sunday night and will probably continue into Monday midday as fairly dry, and then we're looking for showers and thunderstorms and snow to redevelop by Monday afternoon sometime. Also, we are looking for some very windy conditions for Sunday afternoon and evening, and again Wednesday afternoon and evening for some selected zones, not everywhere. We'll show you where exactly. And then the heaviest snowfall for these, especially for the first 3 days here of Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, would be for Sunday and Sunday night. We'll take a look at that in detail. Additional rainfall may offset colder temperatures when it comes to flooding issues. So we do expect a lot of the flooding situation to continue. There are some locations, though, if it does get colder and they don't get the additional rainfall, because it will be showery in nature, we could see some of those areas go out of flood warning and back to advisory or even just a watch. There's also a good chance of dry weather into the next weekend after Wednesday evening, but there's no guarantee. There's still pretty much a high degree of uncertainty. There's certainly at least a slight chance during that extended period. Here's a satellite image. You can see the line of low pressure. Here's our main low, and here's the chunk that will be moving through on Sunday. There's probably another one, weak one here already over our area, producing these clouds here, and that cloud, not only just clouds, but some rain and snow is coming in with that. Here is the lightning from yesterday. You can see where it was focused is mostly in the eastern Magic Valley and the lower portions of the Wood River Valley region. And then there's a couple lone strikes here in the southern highlands. Here's our weather risk outlook. It reads very similar throughout the week. The most significant days for showers and thunderstorms, it does appear to be Sunday and then again on Wednesday. And that's mostly because we've added some wind and some breezy conditions in there. But at no point do we see any sort of severe thunderstorm threat on any of these days, at least as it stands. But a lot of times we won't see that until it's about within the 48-hour point. But right now it looks pretty good. Okay, but our most serious thing right now is the flooding. So here's the current flooding situation. You can see these dark green areas are areas of flood watches, basically due to snow melt from the snowpack. So this is what we call sheet flooding. The brighter green here are main stem river flooding issues. Mostly that would be here on the Wood River Valley up near Haley. Here it's the Little Wood River. Down here it's the Portneuf River and some other upper reaches here in Oneida County. And then the Blackfoot River here, the Bear River down here, getting, along the border with Wyoming. And then there are some flood advisories down here for some nuisance flooding in Franklin County and Bear Lake County. This is all subject to change. Could change a lot today. A lot of stuff's going on. Here are some individual sites. If they are in yellow, that means they're near flood stage, but not quite there. It's what we call action stage. Minor flooding is occurring in the orange-colored locations. Moderate flooding, there's only one location. That would be in the city of Pocatello. So the lower part of the Portneuf River has reached that stage. And that's the worst flood stage we have right now, is just this moderate flood stage here. But again, these will change. The best way to keep up to date is to head to our website and get the latest information. All right, so low temperatures this morning with the cloud cover, fairly mild. There are some temperatures that are approaching frost temperatures up here in the upper Snake River Plain. If we'd been a little bit clearer and not quite as windy, then maybe we would have seen some frost, we believe. Over here, it's a lot colder, a lot less cloudiness currently over the central Idaho mountains. And then overnight snowfall. You can see it was fairly light. Most places in our forecast area staying an inch or less. If it's colored in this sort of this off-white color or very light blue, and it still reads 0, that means it's probably somewhere from measurable 1/10 of an inch to 4/10 of an inch. You can see most of the heavy snow stayed just to the west of our area. All right, so what's happening today? We do have low pressure, a widespread area of it moving through us. You could see rain and thunderstorms in the lower elevations. This mixed precipitation does include thunderstorm activity, so even though it's not labeled as that, this is thunder snow is possible, along with rain showers for these higher elevations. As far as excessive rainfall goes, we're not looking for any here. It's all less than 5%. All right, so how will the snow accumulate this morning? You can see it will be spreading further north and east as the day progresses. Probably, though, just in the early morning hours as we warm up. You can see here the snowfall amounts slowly fall off, with the exception of up here in the north where it actually intensifies because the precipitation amounts intensify. And then snowfall amounts this evening, you can see it really dies off. Again, a lot of warm temperatures helping that. But it's also kind of fading as this trough continues to move to the north. And then overnight, the next trough is coming in. The next low, it starts to spread it as temperatures especially cool down. We start to see heavier accumulations down here in the southern highlands. Although you can see here, still fairly mild temperatures, keeping the snow level high. All right, this is a 24-hour snow total from now until tomorrow morning. You can see it's all staying pretty much below 6 inches, so we have no winter weather highlights at all out for any of this precipitation. But you can see it does affect Highway 75 going up through Haley and over into Stanley. It does affect some of our highways leading out through passes into Montana and Wyoming. All right, wind gusts this afternoon. Not too much of a problem. Should be gusty up here, though, over the Arco Desert. Here are the rainfall amounts. So this would be the liquid water equivalent if it does fall as snow. This is what it would be as melted water. And you can see it's not going to be, it may be snow-free down in the Snake River Plain, but it's not rain-free. We have pretty much from right around 1/10 to just under 1/10 of an inch predicted in that 24-hour period. High temperatures today, you can see pretty much around 60 in the Snake River Plain in the heavily populated areas, 50s for most of the rest of the populated areas. Low temperatures tonight, you could see it starts to get a little bit cooler in some of these lower elevation highland locations, a lot of below freezing. Okay, for Sunday, basically you see it hasn't really changed. The lows just continue to come up, move north to south, south to north. And again, showers and thunderstorms. And again, this mixed precipitation should include thunderstorm activity as well. So here are the snowfall amounts for Sunday morning. You can see how much it picks up as this second wave, as this second low comes in. There's actually some areas that'll get to 6 inches during that period on Sunday morning. So wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of winter weather advisory put out for this, as long as these snow amounts stay in this moderate range. For Sunday afternoon, you can see it stays kind of cold over here, and so The snow continues to be produced. Other locations in eastern Idaho, not so much, barely scraping the 2-inch range for a lot of these. Then on Sunday evening, you can see it really tails off. And Monday overnight, it's fairly much limited to the Montana and Wyoming borders. So this is, if you add it all up, the total snowfall. We do have 6 to 12 inches in some of these locations, mostly higher elevations. But even here on Galena Summit, it looks like a solid 8 to 12 inches range in here to affect the roads and travel up there. Okay, again, there will be rainfall on Sunday, Monday, or liquid water melted equivalent for these higher elevations. But even down in Pocatello, 0.3 of an inch. Idaho Falls, nearly a quarter. Wind gusts on Sunday. These are the highest. And you can see it gets pretty breezy here in Snake River Plain on Sunday. High temperatures for Sunday. You can see it does cool down by 1 to 3 degrees or so. And then the low temperatures Monday morning, much colder in the central Idaho mountains as, again, Sunday night into Monday morning, we do clear out a little bit. See how much colder we are here. So I would expect widespread frost on Monday morning for most of these locations in our heavily populated areas in the Snake River Plain and eastern Magic Valley. Okay, here's Monday. Again, we're getting a break in the morning, so you can see this low will take a while to travel from south to north, starting as it is that morning in Las Vegas, but it will end up over us by Monday afternoon, or at least affecting our weather by then. So not much going on until Monday afternoon, some light snow with this next low, so it's a lot warmer, a lot less snow with this stuff. You can see it's an inch or less. Then Monday evening it does start to pick up. And the total, the only thing we have for 24 hours snow total amounts is for Monday 12:08 to Tuesday, 6 a.m. Monday to 6 a.m. Tuesday. You can see not as bad as Sunday and Sunday night here for Monday and Monday night. It sort of tops out even in the extreme high elevations at around 2 to 3 inches. Here's the rainfall. You can see it's considerably less as well. Wind gusts on Monday, considerably less. So the high temperatures, though, some warm air coming in, clouds thinning out, allowing the sunshine in. We do finally get back into the 60s for the lower elevations, and then overnight lows on Monday night, Tuesday morning. You can see they're much warmer. Some places approaching 40 degrees. So that's all I have. If you have any further questions, you can always contact us at this telephone number. Check out the weather yourself at weather.gov/Pocatello. Thanks for watching.